gonna tell me why you hate DD so much?
Oh my fucking god, damn it, Joseph.
Alan,
I'm not doing that shit again. No.
11 years. 11 years
No.
we've been friends today. You never told me the origin of why the hell you hate DD so much.
No, we're not start. Are we seriously gonna start doing Dexter Laboratory right now? Oh my god.
Are you gonna confess to it or
Oh
no?
god, it's been a long. No, I
Damn.
actually forgot the reason why I hate her too.
But
Fuck.
you just
Because she's
automatically hate her,
annoying.
don't you?
No, it's probably because she's annoying and fucking up all the Dexter stuff.
Uh, yeah, you got a point. I don't know. I thought there was like a more disturbing reason. Maybe like you're someone you knew like dressed up as DD and like traumatized you as a child or something.
No, nah, my family ain't that white.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen your family before, so that's up for debate. Oh, hey everyone. Joe here. Welcome to the ActionX Podcast. I'm your host with the most, where each and every episode I talk to someone, either a friend, a group of friends, or just a random stranger on the internet. Alan, do not ask why the hell I said that. This episode, the return of, I don't have a nickname for you. Did I ever have a nickname for you back in high school or in middle school or something?
No, I don't think so.
The Asian Stallion, Alan G.
Asian stat. What? The fuck was that?
I don't have anything, man. I mean, here's the thing: all my materials dried out dried out because if you're unaware, we're recording this in 2020. This is going live in 2021, so I have no idea when this is going up. But I'm out of material for this recording here.
All right, I'll take it.
Alan, it's been a while since you've been on a video on this channel. It's been a good stretch.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it has been how many years? How many years?
It's been 7 years since you last made an appearance on the channel.
Yeah.
7 years. Your final appearance was in the G.I. Gordo blooper reel video that was uploaded back in the summer of 2013.
Dude.
7 years.
Bro, that take me back a long time.
Yeah, I was bigger. You were taller.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I think I want to hit my final growth spurt. You just became another normal sized person. You are not that tall.
Yeah, I'm actually just 5'11".
You're 5'11"? Damn.
Yeah.
I thought you were like past 6 feet or something.
Hell no.
I don't know, man. Like, growing up, I just look at you like this is a behemoth. Like he's just a tall, weird person.
Yeah, actually, I'm okay with 5'11". I mean, I'm really like what, 4 inches above the average Chinese height.
Are you? Damn.
And I don't really want to. Yeah, I actually don't want to be more than 6 foot because I know for sure that when I'm older, I'm gonna have back pains. And that shit is. Yeah, because I know some of my friends are the guy I work with. He's 6'5", and he already having back pains. I'm like, damn, when you're 80 years old, or not even 80, like 60, 70 or 80, like you're gonna feel it. And I'm like, I'm just okay where I am right now. I wish I was 6 feet though, like get that even number. But
exactly, you're like so close. Like you're like it's like getting a platinum or 100%ing an Xbox achievement list. Like you're just so close. Why can't you get the last one? But you know the world says fuck you.
Yeah, that's like the Halo 1 anniversary. I still haven't got that library achievement. I mean, I got it at MCC, but
I think I don't know if it was you or Tyler I tried it with. We tried it and we just failed.
It was me.
Yeah,
it was us.
We failed epically. We failed.
Yeah.
I think it was me. I think it was my fault. Or maybe you just sucked.
No. No, the reason why we keep fucking up was because we keep mistiming the grenade jump, where we're trying to get over the first reach. I remember why we fell. I mean, I did it again when I got the MCC, like fucking beat the game on Lasso. I cried, by the way, after I beat it. I think it was Halo 2. I actually cried like about like a long time because that game was frustrating.
Fun fact, never played Halo 2.
Yeah, well, I hope you don't have a lot of Halo fans because I played the campaign and I kind of understand why people hated it at release.
What, 2?
I could understand. Yeah, back when Halo 2 released.
I don't know, man. A lot of people loved 2 when it came out. I think it was 3 that was the one that had a little bit more criticism. A little bit more.
No, Halo 2 got a lot of criticism, especially with that cliffhanger, the bugs, and a lot of people hated it when it first released, like how the Covenant was speaking English. If you actually look at the reviews at the time of release, a lot of people were hating it. And I could actually, after playing it now with no nostalgia glasses, I can understand why people hate it.
Oh, I'll have to do some homework after I'm done with this episode. But before we continue forward, Alan, it's I'm going back to it. It's been a stretch since you last been on the channel. I would love to get an update from you on what you've been doing since 2013. I mean, I know what you've been doing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. I dated, got my heart
wait, hold on.
broken.
Let's go in order. So, Alan, before we fully begin, what the hell you've been doing? I want to know your origin story.
Okay. Hard
Now,
part back.
before you begin, let me give you some heads up. If you want to omit names or if you want to change some names, you can, because obviously personnel reasons. Maybe someone doesn't want to know their real names on the wider internet. You can also omit events if you don't feel comfortable with them being told on the podcast by far. So with that being said, Alan, what is your origin story? Because the first time people saw you on this channel, you were just a mentor sidekick character on Trent the Spy.
Oh god, that does take me back. Well, my origin story. Okay, there's one woman from China, then another man from China came to America, fall in love, got married, went to Canada, made me, and then delivered to me, and then come back to the USA, then delivered me around 1996
So you
August.
were conceived in Canada.
Basically, yeah.
Damn.
And then my parents kept reminding me that.
I'm not surprised. But so the thing is that if I'm remembering your birthday correctly, and I won't spoil your birthday because I won't say your birthday on camera, but if I'm doing my math correctly, you were a Thanksgiving baby.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because 9 months for conception, you were
My parents failed. No, not November. Yeah, they failed it.
Well, your dad failed it.
Well, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah.
But he failed it. But no. Well, so you were born in Canada. Have you ever gone to Canada, to see the place you were conceived in?
I've gone to Canada.
Did your parents take you to the same place they conceived you in?
Yeah, no. We actually took a trip to see Niagara Falls. It was a very interesting place. Canada was definitely a very interesting. I love it. It was a very peaceful. Granted, I only saw some of the scenery, not all of it, but it was still a beautiful place.
My father keeps telling me, let's go to Canada someday, and I keep pushing it off. And now we're still in a pandemic at the time of this recording, so hopefully maybe in the near future we'll be out of this pandemic. Maybe I would have already went there. But yeah, no, I want to go to Canada someday. I want to visit Niagara Falls and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm glad that you managed to do so. So keep going, because technically our paths could have crossed earlier in our history, because technically we both attended the same elementary school, technically.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we didn't cross paths until I think around high school. I think it was high school or middle school. Middle school, yeah. Because I actually got held back one time.
Was that in elementary school, or was that when you just got into the middle school?
It was elementary school. I got held back once. Yeah, and I held back once, and that's how I think. Then we went to middle school. We had somewhat the same class, and then we met each other, and then we became friends.
You, me, and Sal. We were. Mm-hmm. It's still kind of weird. So wait, I forgot. Were we in the same class, or were we just like an adjacent class? Because I don't think I remember entirely seeing you in the classroom, but we always hang down in the same lunch period.
Yeah, I know. Like that. Actually, oh damn, that's a very good question. Did we? What? Holy shit! I don't remember how we met.
I don't either.
Oh my god!
Honest to God, my first impression of middle school, the moment I got in, I'm like, I don't know why I'm gonna get bullied. I looked at you as like, he looks like a bully. And then I actually got to know, he's like, oh no, he's the furthest thing from a bully.
There are times where I did treat you like trash. I don't know.
I think that was just everyone's opinion of me back in the day. I feel like even people can go back to our old videos and see at least the closest resemblance to me back in the 6th grade. So I think it was just the social stigma of middle school. It's like, survival of the fittest, like pick on the weak. So
you were never weak. Timid, maybe, but never really weak.
Back then, probably, yeah. Probably back then, yeah, I was probably weak. I don't deny how things went back in middle school. because that just it made me who I am today. So I don't feel regretful of that time period anymore. If you know what I mean. Um,
Uh,
but from what I remember, yeah, looking at you, you were definitely you look like a bully, and again, me being entering middle school, not knowing what the hell life is, I looked at your face and I'm like, what's wrong with your face?
oh yeah, my acne. Holy shit! I
No,
never had so many bumps. Like, good lord.
it was, and I feel like
It was
one time
bad.
I feel like one time I tried to touch your face to kind of like remove them, and you just kept slapping my hand off and saying no.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those times. I still remember when it was you, me, and Sal. We had the same table, and then I don't know why we would just have these imaginary like RPG.
Yeah, D&D.
It's like
Yeah,
it was
basically like our version of D&D.
without any
It was basically a
without any freaking boards.
dice or anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember how that went. I don't even know how we did it. I don't even know. Like
We let our childhood imagination run wild.
before middle school really beat the shit out of us.
Oh yeah, and then fucking high school came.
But we'll get to that.
Then we got separated for a time.
We'll get to that. So yeah, so in sixth grade we started becoming friends. I think it was our love of comics and at least of Marvel and DC that kind of like
Mega Man 2.
Huh?
Don't forget Mega Man.
Oh, and Mega Man 2. Yeah, like I think once I feel like that was the time here I was like really getting into Mega Man. Like it was either Battle Network, Star Force, even the ZX series. That was
I missed the ZX series.
Yeah, that was the common bond between us, and I was like, it was so rare for me to find someone who had those similar interests, and yeah, the amount of times like I feel like one time I remember you brought in a bootleg copy of Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually a reprinted copy.
Oh, okay, it wasn't the original. It wasn't like the original.
No, it wasn't original.
It was an original, or
Yeah.
was this an original reprint?
Oh, it wasn't. It was an original reprint, but not an original.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I knew like in my heart like this is way too random for you to bring this to school. This was too random.
Like that thing will be sealed in a safe if I had the original Amazing Spider-Man issue #1. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, we were kids. I didn't know. Maybe you did bring it. I don't know. That's what I thought. I thought like, oh my god, he brought such a rare collectabilia to this public school. I'm really hopeful no one comes in and rips it.
Yeah. Oh god, that would break my heart.
No, yeah. But yeah, I think, but I wasn't on the level of collecting comics like you were. My only series I've collected by that point was the Ultimate Spider-Man series by Bendis. That was the only one I bought.
Have you ever found your Amazing Ultimate Spider-Man #1?
The oldest I found is number 21, which was signed. I found it in a store, but it was I think $50. But my dad didn't want to buy it, so we didn't buy it. The oldest I have is somewhere in the 30s. So I don't have one. I don't have #1.
So you never found Ultimate Spider-Man #1?
No, I feel like someday I will. That will be the only series I would want to complete. Someday in the future, not right now. There's just too many other things to do. But one day I would love to own the entire series, at least my copies of it. And they're not going to be the perfect editions, but I just want them to be mine. So one day.
That's fair.
Not anytime soon. But yeah. So sixth grade we became friends. We really started solidifying, and then seventh grade was I think more of the same. It was more like us growing up. We were kind of like splitting off a little bit, but we in school, but we were kind of like hanging out more in person. And then the YouTube channel hit.
Yep.
We won't.
I remember.
We won't delve too much into that. That's gonna be its own standalone episode. But yeah, I think you were like one of the first people I reached out to and like, hey, do you want to do something into YouTube? I think it was this around the time it was just starting to become like big and huge.
Yeah, I remember the first time you said to me, I was like, who? What? I was so confused. I was like, you know what? Why not?
Nothing else to do.
It sounds fun. Yeah, I had nothing else to do. It was a weird experience. Now, granted, if I watch those old videos, I probably will cringe, like, actually, extremely hard. But
me and Sal recorded a reaction video about 4 years ago, I want to say, to the original Trent the Spy movie. It was, oh my god, it was not
It was horrible.
It was not great.
It was so.
I still say if I can get that footage today, I would probably make it so much better. Would it be a great movie? Not at all. But it'll be more watchable. It'll be more streamlined.
If we learn what we did, like what we learned now, and redo it again, I think we could probably do it better.
We could probably do it better in an amateur sense. I cannot imagine us making another type of movie like that without like a bigger budget, which obviously we don't have.
Or time. Or the 2020 fucking us in the 2020.
Ass. We can't even do that. I mean, we could, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's not.
The script's still on my computer for the sequel. It's still on my computer. Maybe one day we'll just do like a script read or something. But nothing in the veil of like, well, let's film it. Let's do it again, because I feel like I don't know why it's so weird how the landscape of making content has changed since we started. It's changed so much where I feel like growing up, for me personally, I don't know about you, it was always about making sketches, making like live action content or stuff of that sort, and I feel like we tried our damn best. I still feel like G.I. Gordo, if we're jumping ahead a little bit, that was the one that really like it put us a little bit better than amateurs, just like a tiny bit. I feel like that was the one we tried the most, and that was our last one we ever produced. So, I do agree with you that we definitely could have. It would turn out way differently if we produced it today, if we were still that age doing that.
Yeah.
But
probably
yeah, it's been an age, and. It wasn't because, to be honest with you, the reason why I picked you was because I didn't have any friends growing up, so I kind of had a...
this is before we met Sal, right?
No. Sal was always there. Sal was our villain. Well, our villain. The only reason why he wasn't...
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't frequent was because he lived in another neighborhood, farther than us. And remember, no money, no anything, so he had to walk to our house, to our area. That's like a 45-minute walk from where he lives. So yeah, it wasn't gonna happen as frequently. But I still remember that time period, and I kind of miss it in a way, like just like the excuse of hanging out and just like doing stupid shit on camera. I feel like I missed that time period in my life, but I'm grateful that it's not, because yeah, it was super freaking cringy. It really was.
Like when life was simpler.
Yeah, I think we cast your sister on one of those, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, she made one. Oh my god, I remember. I don't remember what she did, but I remember she joined us.
I don't remember. I know her name was on it. I feel like I think if I remember correctly, when we were beginning work on the sequel, I think in my head, I feel like I don't remember how I remember this. I feel like it was in one of my notes back on my old computer, that she was gonna sing an original song. I think, I'm not sure. I wrote that in my computer. I'm like, why did I even write this?
That is a very good question, Joseph. Why did you write that?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was probably something I was thinking during development, and then it just fell through, obviously, because it never got made.
Did anyone like the show?
Wait, what?
Did anyone like the show
that we did? I feel like it's just become like a meme status around the people we're with. Because there are just periods where like I'm talking to someone, they just bring it up randomly. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot, I made that, I did that. It's got over 200 views somehow.
I wonder what those 200 people were expecting when they watched our shitty shit.
I don't freaking know. I don't know. I feel like it was just like a small town meme status of a video where, oh hey, look at this very cringy video that like a bunch of kids from our fellow school made. Let's just watch it and criticize it.
That's probably what happened. That's literally probably what happened.
Probably, and maybe they were waiting for the sequel that we never produced. So, yeah, that's why I don't want to make the sequel. I at least have no plans to do a sequel. But no, it's been a while, because like eventually that goes into the next part of things, is that during that year of like filming that movie and then beginning preliminary stuff for the sequel, you moved.
Oh right, I moved to Bayside.
Yes, if you're unaware, we live in the Queens area of New York, so there you go. Just understand the geography of things. Yeah, you moved, and then that kind of like made things a little bit more, not complicated, but
Complicated.
it made things more limited because you had to, spend money to get to my place, and then you have to leave at an appropriate time to get back home at the right time, and then usually whenever, and you leaving eighth grade was kind of like was kind of a little hard at first because it was like you, me, and Sal for a good amount of it. Like I can depend on you two. Now you were gone, and Sal was kind of like not distancing himself, but like once the eighth grade stuff happened for me, he wasn't really there for me, so I kind of felt more alone.
Oh.
In that sense, it wasn't your fault. Your parents wanted to move, and that was the decision they made. So, that wasn't really. I don't blame anyone for that. It was just like you moved, and things kind of slowly changed for us.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually miss middle school. I mean, not middle school. Fuck. I miss College Point. I actually kind of wish
You were
I could
still
visit there more often. Yeah, visit there more often. Because I remember the last time we went there, I went there like last year, and everything changed. Like shit.
Yeah, there's more places. There's more, like, the environments there. There's new people. Um, this area definitely has changed, and yeah, I mean, it would have been more awesome for you to like to be closer by, so maybe we could have done more stuff back in the day, or even now.
I want to go back to I remember the library. I used to go there just to read the comics over there. That's actually what got me into comics. That library in College Point, when I first read my first manga, which is, oh shit, fuck, I don't remember what's the name of that.
That's fine, but
See.
that's where you got.
Google
That's where you
it
got
really
your start.
quick. Battle Angel Alita. I think that was like
Alita Battle
Alita.
Angel.
Yes.
I never read it. There was a
manga.
movie. There was a movie produced. So somehow some people liked it, some people didn't like it, didn't do well, so they're not making a sequel. So that's how I know it. So didn't watch the movie. Didn't watch it.
All I know is the manga I loved. They rushed it. That's the sad part. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
I'm not surprised. That's how most successful mangas are when they're coming to an end. Anyway, so so eighth grade we were still like hanging out, but we weren't like as frequently since you had your own things to do plus traveling. It didn't really like we still did stuff. We just didn't. We weren't able to like really go deep into that. We weren't really able to like hang out as much as before. Then we both attended the same high school.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Cardoza, I believe.
Yes.
Oh man, I remember when I used to cook fried rice and you just eat it.
Yeah, so to go in order, so I picked that high school because it was so isolated. It was so like far away, and it was also so barely anyone I knew from middle school was going to attend. So I knew this was kind of like my way to like have a fresh start. I know you were there. I knew one other person who was there, but it was mostly you. You were kind of like my only like link to like where things were before, and I don't know why I always kind of had more hopes that we would have like
Hanged out more.
Hanged out more, yeah, in high school, because the first year and a half, I feel it was me going to your house every single morning, just to hang out, and then you would just end up being passed out on your bed, and I passed out on your couch.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember that. Oh, that was the dumbest shit.
I would come a full 45 minutes early just to hang out with you, and most of the time it was just you and your bed. I was on the couch on my phone, and then I usually pass out for half an hour, and then I head off to school.
Yes, that's oh yeah.
And then you used to fucking like what was it swindle me for your food. You would just like charge me for your food, and it's like you're getting this for free, but you're charging me I think $5 per plate.
No, did I charge you $5 for fried rice?
It was probably a $5 bill, most likely.
I mean, wait, I should check the average cost for fried rice. I'm actually very curious whether or not you got a good.
So currently, right now, like a small one is about $4. A big one's like $8. I think that's
Wait, the one I fed you a lot. right?
For me, from in my pre-standards, it was not that much for me, but it was like enough. Even though I already ate breakfast at home, I still ate for some reason. Um,
Oh wow.
yeah. So
I,
you made some money. You made a
I
profit
can't
off it.
tell if that. Oh, okay. So you liked it.
I like the food. I didn't like spending the money out of it. Actually, what I could safely admit to you now, since I haven't been in your house since 2018 was the last time I've been to your house, probably. Yeah, that lines up. Um, every day, when I went to the bathroom, if I was in your room, I would head downstairs to use the downstairs bathroom because you said that was the guest bathroom. And while I was there, I snuck to your kitchen, and I would eat your leftover white rice.
Oh my god.
Cold. It was cold. I didn't even heat
Damn.
it. I didn't even heat it up. I just ate it. It was like very tiny crumbs. I still ate it. I can freely admit that now, since there's nothing you can do to me right now. So if you're ever wondering, like, wait, I left a ton of rice here. Where is it? There you go. There's your answer.
Oh, so you just stole? You went to an Asian man's house and stole his rice?
Well,
Wow,
to be fair,
Joseph.
how much money have you? Well, how much my parents have fed you when you came over, or how much of my money did you swindle out of?
Good point.
Actually, to make it
I'll
even
take
worse, sometimes not it wasn't often, but sometimes I would go to I would go to your basement, and
Why?
your dad would have left like a box of the granola bars, the oatmeal ones, and I would just take like two.
Oh, wow.
It would be like a typical Hispanic fashion. If the package was already open and I have easy access to the material, I would take one. If there's a lot, maybe I'll take two, just to be on the safe side.
Oh my gosh. Damn, I thought my dad thinking I was the fattest and be eating all of it.
Oh, so he did. So he did legitimately tell you, oh, why is all these granola bars going so fast?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Motherfucker!
Well, there you go. Now you found out the truth. I mean, it's too late.
Wow.
What are you gonna do? Bill me for like a ton of granola bars that have already probably been out? You probably drank it or something. I don't know.
I probably will bill you. Fuck, $20.
Nah, nothing you should. You still we're even. We even. You know that even something. I would come over and I would split my egg sandwich with you. My $3 egg sandwich.
Or
I would still split that with you.
You did.
So I feel like between everything, we're
New York. Yeah, we are. Oh yeah, the New York breakfast.
Oh, no, I don't know why that egg sandwich from in front of the college near you. Oh man, that's one of the best egg sandwiches I ever ate. Like, I know it's just egg and ketchup. It's just so fucking good.
The funny thing about that fucking truck, the white truck that you got the bacon egg sandwich, they lied.
What do you
It
mean?
was turkey, and I saw okay, so I saw a group of Muslim kids ask if it was a turkey bacon. The white truck said yes, and that shit isn't turkey. That shit is pork. And
I'm not
fed
surprised.
the 2 Muslim students. I was like, I saw that. I was like, oh shit!
Did you
like,
speak up, or
I know what turkey tastes like. I didn't say shit. It ain't my problem.
I know, but still, that's kind of fucked up.
That is fucked up, and I know this because I always get like people saying, "Oh, turkey, there could be different brands." I know, turkey bacon has a specific taste. It doesn't matter if it's from a different brand. It doesn't matter if it's from Shilhar Farm, where the fuck it comes from.
It's still turkey.
That shit is, it's still fucking turkey. Yes, exactly.
You can't really.
So I saw that. I was just like, "Oh my god."
Damn, I
kept my mouth shut and just left.
I feel sorry for them.
Well, if they go to hell, I'll meet them there.
Probably not. But no, but either way, even beside that shitty event, now they still make pretty damn good egg sandwiches. And whenever the pandemic's over, and if I ever go back down to your area to see you, I will definitely purchase myself an egg sandwich.
I stopped doing business with them after that. I was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And then from there, after like halfway through sophomore year, I just stopped going to your house because I feel like that time period I was starting to get my own friends. Plus, you were always sleeping, so I was like, we weren't really hanging out. You were more like just passed out on your bed. So
yeah, I have no idea why my high school had a huge sleep. Like, I'm waking up more earlier now when I'm older than when I was younger. Like, I was younger, all I wanted to do was sleep.
I'm the reverse. Like before, yeah, I would wake up early, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. for school. Now, if I can, I would dead ass just sleep till 9, maybe even 10 sometimes. Um, yeah, I don't know why. I guess it's like the older we get, and I feel like that's just us getting older. Like our schedules, our habits change before whenever the next big life change is. So that's at least how I attribute it to it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so after that, we didn't start like you still were on content. You never really left. We just didn't put you in that much. We just started like designing content without you, for better or for worse.
Was it better?
I feel like our Christmas stories came out well. I know we did one in your house for like, yeah, we did one in your house.
Oh yeah, I remember doing a skit that you came to my house where I robbed you.
Yeah,
And
it wasn't a skit. It was like we were filming a scene from the skit.
yeah, and I remember I robbed you, and I forgot to give your money back.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, you stole my money that day.
Yeah, and I kept it. I was like, oh. Where did I get this extra $13?
No, because we were recording that before school started, and yeah, I think it was right before school started. And so I had to go. Like you weren't going to start till the next period, so I had to go. I had to go to school, and I completely forgot. I just took the camera and I left.
Yeah, and I found an extra $13. I was getting lunch, and I was like, wait a minute, why do I have extra 13? Oh, I stole this from Joseph. Oh shit.
Yeah, still never paid me back on that. Some.
Well, you said 2 seconds earlier that we're all leaving.
Well, I had to leave. I forgot that, you had my money. I thought it was just like a joke. It wasn't until like I reviewed the footage and then I was like, oh yeah, you stole my money. I think I was buying something from the store and I'm like, where's all my money? And it's like, oh fuck, Alan must have shanked me when he stole when he was like doing it for the scene.
Oh, that was actually the most funniest part.
Oh boy. And then your last appearance. Now we're catching up to like the current like where you were at. Your last appearance was G.I. Gordo. You played the big bad. We didn't give you a name. We just called you the big bad. I think it was probably one of our best, choreographed fight scenes ever. Even though it's kind of shitty, still better than anything we've done before.
It was.
Yeah, you were actually in costume, and we didn't pay for the costume. You just brought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went all out for that one. That was your final role on the channel by far, and you went all out.
Or at least for that time, yeah.
Yeah, because after that, it was... To give you some context, I don't know if I ever explained this to you. The reason why we kind of branched off from that type of content was... Yeah, it was getting more expensive, more difficult to produce and shoot, and coming up with ideas. And then...
Low time.
Yeah, and it was like high school was getting more. I guess just the avenue of school was just getting more. Was getting more important for me to handle, so I just didn't. I put the YouTube stuff aside. I still made DVD unboxings then and there. We kind of moved on to a new phase of the channel after that. That didn't really involve doing sketches, so there wasn't really a need to contact you to like, oh hey, do you want to come over, like to do video work? I mean, you still came over for like fun, and it was fun for you to just come over for fun. For like parties and shit. And then I feel like then I kind of became a little bit more sentimental around the end of when we were graduating, because it was around that time period where you told me you were considering going to was it the Army or the Marines?
Marines.
You were going to the Marines. I was like very sentimental. Because I thought you were going to leave for 4 years. You're going to be back when all the Avengers movies are done. That was my initial anticipation. Then it's like, you gave me a call, like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go. I'll see you in 4 years, man. I hope you do well. I'm like, good. See you. And then 3 months later, I get a text from you. It's like, wait, why are you texting me? You should be in boot camp. It's like, oh, I got kicked out.
Yeah. It was a medical issue. I don't really like talking about it, but I remember I was devastated at the time.
Yeah, because I feel like it wasn't like the same time. Because like, with you being left back, you and your sister graduated at the same time. So you were kind of both moving on to that next chapter of your lives. Like her to college, you to the Marines. And then I feel like your parents may have gotten like, finally, we got the house to ourselves 3 months later.
No, they were happy that I got kicked out.
Really? Damn, I thought I had a very
Yeah.
different expectation for that.
Yeah, they didn't want me to join the military at all.
Also,
They
they were
thought
never
I was
supportive.
yeah.
Damn, damn, that's kind of brutal.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm sorry about that, but I guess it worked out because yeah, you came back, you just slid right back into like the hangouts to just doing random stuff whenever we were able to. Um, yeah, I never really hit you up about doing anything video related because there was no avenue for you to be on at the time. You just didn't fit what we were doing. No offense, it was just
No, it's all right.
it's also your
I
time
know
because
it.
like you were still figuring out what you were doing. Trying to,
Yeah, went to college, didn't fucking like that either.
yeah, because you said you were gonna be a doctor, then you were gonna be a
No,
nurse.
I want to be a nurse, but I realized that I didn't like the classroom environment. I was like, fuck this shit.
You didn't
Then I
like being
started
back
doing
inside of
now.
it,
No, I did not. It was horrible.
and you just quit.
And now I'm yeah, and then now I'm doing coding. I'm studying to be a certified coder, and for full stack development, I'm still doing it right now. I'm learning SQL server, I believe SQL database and stuff. That's what I'm doing currently learning. Hopefully, I can finish it within this month. And
this
then,
is all techno babble I don't
uh,
understand, but I'm gonna assume it's like a
sorry,
it's very complicated stuff.
memorizing is complicated, but not not like super complicated. Just a lot of memorization and path. Well, I don't want to get too complicated into it, but it's basically mostly memorization and know what to do when to do it.
Damn. Well, I give you credit on that front, but it did take a while for you to like figure out what you wanted to do, and what you were
Yes,
really
even now,
passionate for.
yeah, even now, I still don't know what I want to do.
Also, you just want to get the classes done and then you go from there.
Yeah, I work right now. I'm just working at Best Buy, doing whatever my life. Just I don't know, living throughout the day, I guess.
I mean, that's not a bad way. I mean, we're still young adults. I mean, again, we're young adults living in a pandemic world, so there's not really much we're able to do right now. Um,
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Especially, it's
Yeah.
ironic, and I don't know if you want to get into this story. I don't know, but like, so in middle of 2015, we had like that brief moment of like maybe we were going to see each other for a long time, and then you just came back. Um, I had that experience again with you. I think at the beginning of 2019 when we were gonna go see We were seeing a movie together in March. I think it was Captain Marvel. Um,
Oh right, I may not make it or something like that. Was that?
no, it was like you literally told me like, oh, you might need to get your suit ready. And I'm like, why do I need to bring my suit? And he's like, oh, I might be getting
Oh,
hitched,
married. Yeah.
hitched, and I'm like,
Fucking Christ.
yeah, I was. That was kind of like the most out of left field expectation because, and it's not to say like you were never like it was like people like us or people when we were growing up, we never were very lucky in the successful in the world of finding a
Love.
partner romantically. We
Yeah.
never were. I know you were with someone during the time earlier that time period didn't work out. I knew that, so I knew it wasn't off the radar. Like, oh, you could find someone else, but it was like a very direct. Here she is. We're getting married. It's like, damn.
Yeah. I. She broke up with me in the stupidest way possible. She refused to talk to me. I had to jump through so many fucking hoops, and frankly, I never want to deal with that shit again. I actually hated her for it. And I remember fucking bawling my eyes out because
Yeah, I
I
remember.
remember saving up as much money as I can. I was saving up at the time was 20 something grand just to make a little nest for ourselves. And after getting cock blown like that, I was very pissed off and sad. And now I just
Don't care.
like and then seven and yeah now I don't care about her anymore. I don't ever want to get into another romantic relationship with her at all. If she want to remain friends, yeah, I'll be mature enough to say okay, fine, we could be remain friends, which we are, but I will never want to get into another romantic relationship with her, especially, which is actually ironic because 7 months later she asked me to come back with her, and I was like, what? Like I was so confused, like at the
I
same time.
I feel like without getting into too much detail, I feel like she was, I think, the most confusing person I've ever been associated with. I never really met her. I talked to her maybe like a couple times for you, and that was it. But she had a certain aura out of her. Like, I feel like at the moment we were like, when we were friendly, like, I won't get too much into details. I won't say certain things, but just knowing about her and like what she was, I was kind of hesitant at first because, you know, not having physically met at that point, not the certain other aspects I won't get into. But if she made you happy at the time, then I was like, okay, if they're happy, then I guess they can do it. But it didn't happen. So, and then the way it happened was, so literally I went off the grid the week you had that issue. And then the moment I turned back on my phone, I was on the bus heading back to New York, and I was seeing like the messages you were posting about like, oh, we're over. She did this. She did this. Like, what the fuck? I literally left the state for a week. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, she pulled a left field where she didn't even want to talk about it. She just pulled a left field, and I really didn't like. I was so confused at the time, but you know what? At the same time, it's whatever.
Well, in the moment,
and the funny thing is,
it was feeling more hard, and thankfully
yeah,
we were gonna meet each other not that long after. So,
yeah, it was fucking. I was oh god, hated that moment. I hated feeling that much of emotion over her. I hated that feeling. I fucking hated it.
I know, man, I know, but it's over. Because here's the thing, like, thankfully it happened while you were here, not where you were gonna go, and
Yeah.
it would have been much more difficult for you to like once again invest more money to return back, because I'm assuming you were gonna immediately leave had that happen while you were still living with her, or when you were gonna live with her.
Yeah, and fuck. Yeah. Frankly, like I said, though, I'm very glad that nothing. I'm still frustrated that I actually felt so much feelings for her. I'm very glad that the breakup actually did happen. Now that I think about it, I frankly wouldn't want to live with a kind of woman that does that kind of bullshit. And the funny thing is, and 7 months later, she asked me back, and I was like, no.
Yeah, because you were telling the group we're part of, and you were just saying like, oh, she hit me up, she might be interested in getting back to with me, and I'm like, no, hell to the fucking no, don't even try it, no, because what she did and what she did after that is not excusable in my book. It's not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was childish as fuck the way she did that. I don't understand. I don't like. I don't remember doing anything too evil to her. I mean, I even got her a new phone.
I don't know what the context of your relationship was. I wasn't there, or you didn't tell me everything. It was just like, here's this girl, we met, we're in love, we're gonna get married. That's literally all you told me. And
Uh, this is me being stupid, and I frankly,
I mean,
I
thankfully,
thought I found the one.
wait, what?
I thought I found the one. Apparently, I
Yeah,
was
but
mistaken.
she something that I don't know if you want to get into this, but like something I was, this is stupid. I was watching this from a show, and something I learned was that the person who you're meant to be with, it has to be 100% of a yes right away, 100%, no hesitation, nothing, and you would get that feeling when you know you met that person, and if there's even a slight hesitation, it's not a good sign, because there's something in your body that's like
I
telling you
thought it was a yes.
exactly. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a yes, but like I said, mistakes were heavily made.
I know, and it's not your fault. I mean, we're all novice. I mean, I think we're all still novice in the world of romance and another
Romantic
person.
relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm never gonna do that for a very fucking long time.
I mean that's good if you want to like distance yourself and kind of like recoup and maybe hopefully be open to it at some point down the line. That's good. The good thing is you didn't do any of the typical like rebound stuff or try to find someone right away just to fill the hole. Thankfully, you didn't do that. I'm thankful.
No, but
Um,
my parents did get annoyed saying that I was being alone for too long, and they tried to put me on fucking Tinder. Oh my lord, that shit was horrible. Why would anyone invent Tinder? Why would anyone go on Tinder? Good fucking lord. It was horrible.
I'm producing an episode with Michael yeah, probably with Michael or someone else in the future about dating apps. I'll save my stories for that episode.
Uh-huh.
But because I was, I'll give you a brief spoiler. I was on it for a bit. It's very difficult. I'll say that. It's very difficult. I don't really recommend. I don't know. I personally would not recommend anyone else to do it again. But it was an experience. But anyway, Jesus, your parents actually would like dead. Let's make you a dating profile.
No, more like we're tired of seeing you alone. Try to find someone. Here you go.
Was it just the general like, oh, he's my son. He should be with someone right now, or was it more like of a comparison note with your sibling?
It was just more like, just try it out.
Okay, that's perfectly fine then.
Fucking terrible though. Never do it again. Never go into any dating apps. They're terrible.
I don't see much. Again, I'm going to talk about more of this in another episode, but I didn't really see that as a negative per se. I feel like I had more success in making good connections. I'll say that. I don't think it was the worst thing, but it's not the best thing. I still prefer old-fashioned, finding someone on the street, meeting them, and then whatever comes of it, we'll see what happens. That's still how I prefer to do my encounters. But no, yeah, it's fine if you don't want to like explore that option again in the future. Who knows? Maybe the right person is out there somewhere. You just haven't met them yet.
Yeah, maybe.
But a story that we completely missed over. So we're gonna have to backtrack just a little bit. We're just gonna backtrack a little bit, just a little bit. In 2015, I called you on your phone because I wanted to talk to you about some video game news, and you were very quiet. And I'm like, why are you so quiet? I said, because I'm in the middle of training. I'm like, oh fuck. And then supposedly your sergeant like found you and like made you run a bunch of more miles on top of what you had to do.
Yeah, you're a fucking dick, Joseph.
I'm sorry. At least I tried to make up for it. Yeah, because I went to your house during the final Regions Week of the year, to perform my "I'm gonna make this up to you" run for you, and I could not get.
Right, you did. A mile and a half. You did not able to make that mile and a half. I think you only went 3/4 of a mile.
No, I was. So from what you described it to me, it's like the distance that I needed to perform was exactly the same of the field we were in terms of their track arena. So it was just literally doing one giant lap. I think I gave out before we reached the first curve. So I was way less than that.
Oh wait! Oh, I remember. I just know you failed to make it to the mile. I know
I
that.
just remember
for sure.
I was sweating my ass off. I was sweating. I feel like by the time we even got back to close to the entrance, you said, "Fuck it, let's just go home." It was just too much for me to handle. Yeah, because my body was not equipped. My body was not, made for running. It was not an acrobatic body. I feel like if I was to do it now, like it's like you and me do the exact same thing today, I don't think I'd still do it. I feel like my body's way more equipped. I can personally say I could probably run half of that with no problem. Beyond that is like still up for questioning.
Yeah, well, honestly, frankly, I need to start working out again. I'm getting fatter, and
that was the ironic thing. You were always the strong one in the group, and then slowly more people just started getting better than you, and you just fucking gave up.
Yeah, I actually started giving up after the whole green incident.
I think it was just.
And then
I think it was more. That was like way before that. I think.
That too, but
you still have the moves.
I hate talking about it.
Yeah, but you still have the moves. You know how to defend yourself. You just don't have the strength anymore to back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you still got something.
I don't know. All I know is that 2021 I'm going to start working out officially again.
Whoa, why can't you start now?
Cause fuck it, I want to enjoy myself for now.
Yeah, but you're just making it more difficult yourself down the line.
Maybe.
I think I started doing what I did, I want to say mid last year. So, yeah, around midpoint last year. So, I mean, I could have literally just performed the unit. I'll just wait till 2020 to start. But I inadvertently started back in the middle of 2019. So, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to wait till, like, the next day one to like just start everything. You could always start tomorrow.
Yeah, I just have a lot on my plate right now.
I'm not surprised. Even doing like half an hour of workout is still something. It's better than nothing. But
True.
it's your life, so I wouldn't. I'm not gonna like really press you more on that. So now going back to present day, this year. Yeah, how have you been surviving the pandemic? Because again, I know this is going live in 2021.
Oh yeah, fucking video games and lots of it.
That's
And
all you've been
Pornhub,
doing.
they made Pornhub free for I think a month.
What do you mean?
Pornhub Premium. I remember back in the early 2020, they made Pornhub Premium free,
Oh,
and I was
oh
like,
yeah,
try it out.
oh yeah, they did. But didn't you still have to put in your information and stuff like that?
But you know what? Once the free trial's over, I just cancel my stuff. Oh shit.
Oh boy, you finally been caught in the act. Yeah, I think no, you're right. I think they did put it up for a while for free. I don't exactly remember for how long, but so that's literally what you've been doing the whole pandemic, just video games and such.
I did study a little bit and just been lazy around. Oh, I should have done more.
Yeah, you should. I feel like I would have loved to be in your position personally, because my pandemic experience has not been like everyone else's. Like, people have been laid off, or people just have to work from home, so they're able to do more, hobbies, more, watch more stuff, play more games. I never really had the ability to do that, to be able to do that on the level everyone else has been doing, because I still had to go to work. I was labeled an essential worker back then, so I still had to go to work.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Damn.
so
You
my
got a
level.
pay raise at least?
Yeah, we got a pay raise for the moment. I think right now they're still negotiating because we're still putting ourselves at risk. But yeah, but our pay raise has since been rescinded. Hopefully, maybe since this episode goes live, maybe we got it back. I don't know.
Oh, that's bullshit. Grunts of America, we get treated like shit.
Well, we were so praised during the time period, and then like when things started opening back up with safety restrictions and guidelines, and then everyone just went back to work, with masks and such like that. Then the whole essential worker thing kind of like died out because like everyone's working. So, that was hilarious. I don't really judge them too much on it. I very much was like okay with it because I was still making money. I like making money. So wasn't.
But you could be making money unemployed, just relaxing.
I know I could have, but I didn't want to like burn that bridge yet, because there were periods before in my previous employments where in between the position, my father would tell me, "Oh, go apply for unemployment," but I always felt that was kind of like a very negatory thing, because that basically means I'm admitting defeat and I'm not wanting to get a job and I want the free money. I don't know why. There's a sense of pride in me when it comes to money. I don't know why.
That's understandable.
Yeah, because I just want to earn my own money. I don't want to like earn it from the government. Plus, what if something down the line, even more now, happens to me and I already used up my unemployment, so I'm basically back with nothing. So I'd rather hold that off to like when I really really need it. So,
that's fair.
But that's my personal take on it. I don't know about you, but yeah. So I didn't really have that same experience. I still played games. I still watched TV shows and movies. It just wasn't at the frequent paces everyone else was doing. Because I think I was playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and when people were like really finishing up the game, I was still in the beginning. Like that's how busy I was. I just could not play that much, or at least play at the pace everyone else was doing. You okay, Alan? You doing good, or has finally the exhaustion of today has finally gotten to you?
Yeah, the exhaustion is finally kicked in because fucking Christ, I hate it.
I'm not surprised. Anyway, I got 5 questions for you that I've always wanted to ask you. You ready? Alan?
Yeah.
You ready to go? 5 questions I've always wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Okay, so question number one: where do you see yourself in 10 years? So we're currently in 2021 when this is being released. So
I'm not gonna lie, probably dead.
oh, really? You just don't see yourself living that far?
Oh, probably think I'm gonna commit suicide a lot earlier than that.
God damn it, Alan! I'm being serious.
Kind of too. I don't know what's going on with my life. I know I'm not in a happy place. All I know is that I have no idea what's going on. And right now I'm just living with the flow. I have actually thought about whether or not I probably would have committed suicide 10 years from now.
So you think at some point,
Yeah,
unless
I'm not
something,
even joking.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't condone that. I feel like everyone's kind of in the same position right now with like, when is this current event going to be over? When are we going to like finally go back to where things were before? That's I don't know. I don't know, man, because like I definitely I'll be honest with you, I definitely had a couple down moments during the pandemic where I just wasn't feeling that great, and thankfully I got out of it. So I feel like things will happen for a reason, and you just have to be patient. But to be the more optimistic side of things, do you imagine having kids in the future, having a life?
I want to have a life, and I definitely want to have kids.
Will you name one of your kids Joe?
I'll think about it. Probably as a middle name too.
Damn,
I'll make
no,
it
I
as a
don't
middle.
want. Actually, no. It doesn't flow well. Joseph Jiang doesn't. It doesn't flow well.
Uh,
Like
so no.
Alan Jiang, it somehow flows somewhat. Joe
Yeah,
Jiang.
they named me after my parents named me after a fucking street. Okay, they would like Google Allen Street in Manhattan. They actually exist. Like my parents just looked around and said, "Oh, let's name our firstborn son Allen, cause fuck it, why not?" And they named my sister something beautiful named Crystal. Okay, that's fucking beautiful. But no, they could have named me Alexander or Maximilius or something.
Nah,
But
that
nah,
would've
it's
been like
fucking
something.
Allen. It's fucking Allen.
It's not a bad name. It suits you well.
Joseph, they named me after a street.
Well,
You're named
I
after
don't
a
even know any
saint.
Allens.
Okay,
Like
there's a difference.
The only Allens I knew before I met you was Poe Edgar Allen. That's all I knew.
Oh, Edgar. Wait, isn't that the guy that fucked his own cousin? The fuck, Joseph?
I think he was the writer. I don't freaking know. That name just stuck out of my head before I met you. That's all I knew from the Allens.
Wow. Of all the guys, you picked the one that's basically from Alabama. You fucking dick.
Oh, one day you'll go to Alabama. One day.
Oh hell no.
Man.
That's way too rednecky for me.
Okay. Actually, that segues into one of my other questions. If you were able to like go, if there wasn't a pandemic. If you were to like pack up your bags and just go anywhere you want to right now, where would you go?
My bed.
You know what I mean? Like an actual location around the world.
My bed.
Your bed is not a country, nor a state, nor even a town. Now, give me the goddamn area you want to go to. I can tell by your facial reaction you just want to say my bed again.
Yeah, I do want to say my bed. Like my bed. Like
so you don't want to travel.
I'm not the
you
type
don't want
of guy to travel.
You don't want to go anywhere in the world. You just want to stay in New York.
No, I actually don't want to stay in New York, but at the same time, I don't want to travel because there's no place I want to go. I have no interest in going to Japan. I have no interest in going to any other country. Maybe if I hang out with friends, sure. But 9 out of 10 times, I said, fuck it. I just want to stay home and sleep.
I mean, it's not a bad direction to take. I just feel like there's more to offer around the world, but yeah, that's fine. That's totally acceptable.
The world... I'm going to say this politely as possible, but the world can go fuck itself for all I care.
Okay, fine. I'll take your word for it. All right, question number 3. I've been wanting to ask you this. I'm only basing this off what you played. Will you describe yourself more as a Nintendo or Xbox?
PC.
Can you just like work with me a little bit? Can you work with me? Like just pick the two.
PC Master Race.
Damn you.
PC Master Race.
How about no?
4K graphics. 144. Okay. every game that's currently out. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Xbox, fuck Nintendo. They broke my heart.
What about their partnership?
No, with their what they did to Pokemon.
Oh, you mean with Sword and Shield?
Yeah, that shit broke my heart. I don't care if listen. I want to bring all my Pokemon, like the Pokemon that I raised since Leaf Green. Okay, I remember playing Pokemon since Leaf Green, and I want to bring those same Pokemon over if I get the chance to. And you're telling me Nintendo said "fuck you" to me, and I can't do that. They can go fuck
Well,
themselves.
that's the issue because you just I don't. That just leads to another complication where it's all about game balancing, making sure every Pokemon has a chance between everyone. And when you get over 800 of them, it can get a little jarring. Yes, I know they work on these games for like at least 2 to 3 years. So what's the excuse there? I don't have an excuse for them. I
You
don't.
do know you do know the Pokemon meta, the top like 32 players, they basically have the same exact Pokemon. The game is still unbalanced. The game is still seeing the same 32 Pokemon over and over again in a top the same Pokemon over and over again in the top 32. The game was never going to be balanced.
I don't
It
know.
always going to be that pick. Always going to be those people that pick the meta, and it's not ever going to change.
Well, again, I don't know. That's. I'm just telling you what I heard back when Sword and Shield was being promoted. That hey, you're not gonna get all the Pokemon. You're gonna have to lose some, and if you're trying to transfer, this is the acceptable list through an app you have to pay for. Which I do understand. Yeah, they've been very more money grubbing this generation.
Oh, and fuck Nintendo servers. Fucking Christ, man. Like, oh. Trash.
Well, I haven't been on Nintendo Switch for a while. I think once. What game did I play recently? I think when Iron Man VR came out, I think that I kind of like switched over to no pun intended. I switched over back to PlayStation for a while, so I haven't played my Nintendo in a while. But I want to say is that still fun.
Yeah, what else?
Okay, so you say you're PC master, right? That's it. That's your final decision.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. I mean, I won't. I'm personally not a fan. Personally, I prefer the old-fashioned way of things. But okay, that's fine. My PS5 will satisfy me for now.
Oh, you know there's a storage glitch going on right now, right? With the PS5?
I don't know. I'm getting mine. Well, I have mine already by the time this is being posted. Hopefully, I won't have that issue. But
Yeah. As of this video recording on November 11th, there was a PS5 storage glitch.
they got only getting 2 games, so I don't know how much you can fuck up 2 games. For me,
I'm only going to get one game is Halo Infinite. That's the only console game that I really want. And it's coming to PC, but I'm still probably going to get the Xbox for it.
you're gonna get the Series
Not.
X. You're gonna get the big giant thing.
Oh, the SS.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
don't want
getting
the big.
the X.
You don't want the big boy. You just want like something to play it on.
Yes.
That's smart. I'm not against it. Anyway, next one. Power Rangers or Super Sentai?
Sentai, fuck Power Rangers, fuck the American version. They bastardized the Legendary War. Fuck that crap.
Are you still on that crap? It's been 6 years.
Yes! Listen, man, I was waiting for the Pirate series to come out. Okay, I was waiting for a long time so they could do the Pirates correctly, and they fucked it up. They fucked it up.
Do you want to know the backstory behind that, or are you just too angry not to hear it?
Why?
Okay, so from what I'm aware, and this is all behind the scenes information that I am not somehow in the legal talks to do it. So the plan was when Saban re-signed with Toei, they had to adapt the next 3 series they had left, which was the Samurai one, the Angels one, which just became Megaforce, and then the Pirates. That was the plan. That was the agreement. Even though Saban said, "Well, we're gonna do the anniversary stuff. Can we just skip the Angel stuff and just go straight to Pirates?" They said no. You have to do both. And they had to hit the anniversary milestone, but they were on a contract. So they said, fuck it. Now, in terms of like how they fucked up the Legendary War, the showrunner, the writer didn't really give a damn.
Oh shit.
Because toys. That was the main sell. Like, okay, kids are gonna buy these toys no matter what. So why we don't have to bring back any of the actors? We don't have to bring back, a proper adaptation of the Sentai. And then when they got to the Legendary War, it was a budget thing. Those actors you see, they couldn't get more because that's what they were just able to afford. It was first come, first serve.
Still fuck.
And again, they were like kind of under that 30-minute time slot. It was like, okay, we only have 30 minutes. Honestly, they try to use as much footage as possible, but they rather had, again, as a budget thing, they rather you had used more footage from Japan than produce more original footage. So that's what they did. So there you go. That's why they botched up the Legendary War.
Fuck.
I don't know, man. It was just like different leadership. I feel like had the leadership been different, I feel like it would have been better. I feel like the crossovers are more better coherent, 25th anniversary onwards.
Regardless, still fuck Power Rangers. Any other questions?
I had one more, and I was literally thinking about it in my head, but then you made me forget it as soon as you got to the whole fuck Power Rangers part.
I still like Super Sentai, but fuck the Power Rangers. I ain't getting back into liking that for a very long time.
I'm still in Power Rangers because it's more easily accessible nowadays. I feel like Super Sentai, I gave up last series, the fourth one with the dinosaurs.
Oh right, they made another dinosaur one.
Yeah, and then they're gonna adapt that to Power Rangers next year.
Right. Any other questions?
No, I was thinking, because it's usually 5 questions. I had a 5th question, but then you made me forget it. Oh yeah, okay. So it's kind of a dire question. If you were in a life or death situation and you have to save me or Sal, you only have time to save one, who would it be?
Describe this situation.
Volcano popped out of nowhere. Me and Sal.
Hey, quick question: how much do you weigh, and how much does Sal weigh?
I weigh now 188. Sal weighs. He's put on some muscle, so probably around 160 something.
Okay, I'm sorry, Joseph, but Sal.
Why? Because your arms are that damn weak.
Well, that and actually, if there's a volcano that pop out of nowhere, I'll probably try to save myself, if anything.
Yeah, but you would be literally right in front of us. You could save one or the other.
Okay, Joseph, can you do a pull-up?
I could do maybe 3.
Then you can save yourself. I'll save Sal.
Yeah, but you have to put in gravity, heat pressure from the earth.
Oh, don't give me that bullshit! Don't give me that bullshit.
You know it's true. You know that. Gravity is very different if you're hanging from a pole off maybe 6 feet off the ground compared to a fucking volcano where it's probably hundreds of feet down into lava.
Well,
you know that's true. You know that.
Maybe, to a certain degree, maybe. But all I know I'm saying is that there's a very good chance that you could probably save yourself. Yes or no?
I don't know. I never want to be in that situation, nor do I want you to be anywhere.
Then why would you ask that question?
Because I'm asking for you. It's more hypothetical.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I'll try to save... Okay. Well, since you say you're able to do a pull-up, then you should be able to... I'll probably help you a little bit, just for you to get like a little grip and pull yourself up a little bit, and then I'm probably going to try to save Sal. Because regardless of the situation, you should be able to lift yourself up. You should be able to hold your own body weight. If you can't, then Jesus Christ, Joseph, you need to change your exercise workout. But I'm probably going to save Sal. But if Sal has a bit of muscle on him too, there's a good chance I probably don't even need to save both of you.
You can't even like just say here or here. You gotta go all the way complicated. It's like this, and that. You can't just say for sure here yes, here no, here yes, here no.
Because life isn't a yes or no. Sometimes you have to ask, oh, what the fuck?
Believe me or not, I'm going through that right now. Believe me or not, I'm actually going through something like that right now. Which I'll explain to you another time off camera. But I think that's gonna do it for me. Unless you have any other insightful stories to tell me that you've been away for 7 years.
No.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll have you on more frequently because we are producing these more often than home. So hopefully you'll be on more frequently than before. I mean, right now. I mean, you still have to come back. You still have to come back, and we have to tell stories about when we were filming and such. So you still have to come back for that one. somewhere down the line, not
Right.
anytime soon. I know you're tired. I know you want to pass out and go back to bed.
Yeah, I gotta wake up at fucking 4:40, and I've been sleeping earlier.
4:40, man. What's wrong with you? You used to be the sleeper inner. Now you're just the waker upper. What happened to you?
Life.
Of course. But I think that's gonna do it for us. So, if you were unaware, this has been the ActionX Podcast, where each and every episode, me and a friend, or maybe a group of friends, or someone, we just talk for about I don't know how long this has been going. I gotta put on my cameras briefly just to check. Damn, an hour. Damn. Actually surprised. We talked a lot, Alan.
Yes, we have.
For about an hour, I guess. So if you want to see more of us, we post episodes, I believe, each and every other week, every Saturday. So, yeah. So go check us out there. So if you want to see more of the ActionX podcast, please subscribe to ActionX on YouTube.com. Ring the bell for notification when our next episode is live, which will probably be in 2 weeks. Like, favorite, share if you want to, but we really appreciate that since that does reach us out to new people to hear our stuff or maybe watch our stuff, because we also do What's in the Tube for ActionX. We also do Let Joe Talks. So, yeah, we have a variety of content. Also, if you want to keep up to date on stuff, please follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/ActionX, I believe. I believe I still have that URL. I got to double check. As well as follow us on Twitch. We're streaming there more often than not. And hope to see you there. But again, if you only care about the ActionX podcast, then you're in luck. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another insightful episode. I don't know who the guest is. These are literally being recorded so out of order. It'll be just copy, paste, robotic. I don't know. Go check us there. I would ask Alan to pimp out his stuff, but he does not have social media. Do you not, Alan?
I mean, I do have a Facebook. That's about it.
No, I mean like a Twitter. You
I'll
should get on Twitter, man. You should get on Twitter. Connect with more creators.
I really.
You should. If you do make a Twitter between now and this episode being published, I will put it here. Otherwise, I will just make a very generic Alan quote just to piss him off, and I'll send it to him once.
Oh wow. Life's a bitch. You just gotta live with it. That's my quote.
Okay, I'll literally put that right there where your face is at. So again, if you're unaware, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. But until then, peace out.